Hello, everyone. So I'm Yusuf Ransom, founder and CEO of SoulHealth. We could all agree that mental health is a major problem, right? So we're thinking most of the times the way to solve it is through access. And while that is important, engagement is a bigger issue. See, quite a few people have problems engaging into care when they need it. They're either turning up late or they're showing up when it's a crisis. And part of it is because our system is designed to focus on diagnosis. But the challenge is most people aren't walking around saying, I would like to get help for major depressive disorder. We know what they sound like. They are friends or neighbors or families, and they are saying, I'm stressed because I've just lost my job and I don't have a way to get employment. I'm seeking housing and it's hurting, or my kid is having problems in school. See, these are episodic moments that our system isn't designed to help or capture. And lastly, people are searching not just for a cure for their diagnosis, but to find meaning. Why am I going through this? Why is this happening to me? And our current systems aren't designed to handle this. And the cost of lack of engagement is huge, not only in the emotional toll that our families experience, but to our healthcare system when people show up in the emergency room because they're in a crisis mode, or for the workplace and employers when someone takes a mental health day that turns into a mental health week or even months, right? Lost productivity. So how are people currently engaging in mental health care? Well, through a few ways. One is that they may turn to faith tech apps to seek resolve, seek meaning. They may go to wellness apps such as Calm or Headspace, or even clinical tools. And we all know of people going to ChatGPT as one of the primary ways. But we see all these as fragmented solutions. And so that's why SoulHealth was born, to capture individuals who are searching for meaning, searching for care, and searching for a way to understand their diagnosis. So we're going to focus on a few things. Thinking about why this is needed, one, we already know that people are going again to AI for care, but we are seeing that it's resulting in problems, right? Many times we see in the news that suicides and completed suicides because the person received the wrong language. However, there are also clinical studies showing promise where engagement with AI and technology are showing strong results as much as engaging with a clinician. And the data are also showing that people are engaging by the trends that we are seeing in the spiritual wellness apps. This is projected to reach 5 billion by 2030. So these are some market evidence that's showing people are already engaging, but they're looking for solutions that are aligned with their well-being. So this is the market that we are trying to reach. The 49 million Americans who I call the missing middle. Again, people who are not labeling themselves as having mental health problems, but nevertheless are seeking help. There are 60% or 70% of individuals who would like to seek care based on their religious preference or their faith belief systems. And among these, there's a few people that are already searching for care based on these preferences. So how does it actually work? Well, we've built a proprietary algorithm through our NIH-funded research where the user go into a system, they fill out a brief questionnaire, and they say what's going on for them at this particular moment. We have a library based on resources that we've curated with faith-based instruction as well as cognitive behavioral therapy, deliver some micro-action, and then they get continuous feedback. So why do we know this is work? Well, this is informed by our work based on research showing 10 to 20% lower distress among individuals who are engaging with faith. And we already know almost a quarter of people are already going to faith leaders to engage with their care. So how will we make money? We make money by following a platform that already exists. Yale already provides subscriptions for Calm, and we intend to follow the similar route in terms of making money on our platform, then expand to the health systems such as Yale New Haven Health. And we will use the funds to pretty much work on our pilot over the summertime, collect additional data, and pilot test in the fall based on some of the studies that we have ongoing. And we are led by a team of Yale ecosystem, Susan, and quite a few people at Yale Ventures, along with the community who are providing us direct feedback based on what we are building. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Judges, please. Any questions?
I see a lot of benefits to the health plan with engagement and, you know, preventative measures? Have you explored what their ROI could be, and could they be a potential customer rather than the patient themselves?
Can you repeat that again? Sorry.
Yeah, have you looked into health plans as being a potential buyer or payer of this platform versus the patient themselves?
Directly. So that's something that we're looking into, and that's part of the reason why we are looking to engage with Yale first, because it's already an existing pathway. And so being faculty here at the School of Public Health, I'm hoping to work with the relationships we have to, again, sort of provide the platforms that would give us the data to then use as evidence for the health plans. But that is a pathway.
Great job. I think that was really interesting. Less a question and more a thought. I think employee resource groups are like great selling, like B2B model. I'm a huge fan of direct to consumer, but I think a lot of really big corporations have like faith-based groups, and then employers are really great buyers for these types of platforms. So that's just another more B2B model that could be an interesting route for you.
Thank you. So the primary business model is actually B2B, right? So we'll be working directly with Yale Wellness, for example. They already provide subscriptions for all the employees. So we just see this as an opportunity to engage them to provide this as either one additional layer or perhaps an entire new solution.
Great.
Thank you.
Any more questions? We're good. Thank you very much.